What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we are getting very close to the release of those new starter decks. We are in fact 1 month away. They're coming out on May the 6th, so I thought today we should have a look at Parallel World Tactician, because we finally have English scans of every card in the deck, so we can look at the deck with the counts and English scans and feel pretty gosh darned good about ourselves. Good idea? Good. So this is the yellow and purple starter deck, the one focused on Mastemon. And what happens is you get yourself 4 copies of Angewomon. Now, this is your Digitama, and what we've got here is an inheritable skill when attacking. If you have a yellow Digimon in play, draw a card, and then if you do, trash a card from your hand. So you're not actually gaining cards, you are just cycling your cards, but even so, that's pretty gosh darned good. So that's one to get a little bit excited about. Obviously, you can play a 5th Digitama, it's not in the deck. We have 4 copies of Salamon. Now, Salamon can evolve from either yellow or purple, which is very important because there aren't any yellow Digitama in the deck, so otherwise this you would have to play normally, and that would be mean. At the end of your turn, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolution cost. This is that new DNA Digivolution where you mash 2 cards together into one. This facilitates that. You're gonna like it. We've got a full playset of Witchmon here. Another level 3 can Digivolve from either yellow or purple. I'll be honest with you, it's got 4,000 power. That's the only thing quote unquote special about it. And it ain't that special, ladies and gentlemen. This might be one we don't spend too long talking about. Now, the first one we get 2 copies of here is Gatomon. Some of them, like we always know, right? These decks, you do have to buy 2 copies in order to get playsets of everything. This, I'm afraid, is a 2 of it. It's one of a few in the deck. And when you play it, it is a dual colour, yellow and purple, proper dual colour. When you play, you reveal 3 cards on the top of your deck, add a yellow Digimon and a purple Digimon from them to your hand. Getting to potentially draw 2 cards when you play it is nuts. And then on your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with Archangel or Fallen Angel in its traits, reduce the memory cost of that Digivolution by 2. When this works properly, you are playing it, drawing 2 cards, and then Digivolving for 2 memory less than you normally would pay. That is clearly very good, and it is designated as a super rare, it's shiny and all of that. That's why it comes as a 2 of. It's also got that same inheritable skill that lets you DNA Digivolve at the end of your turn. We then have a full 4 copies, a full playset of Angewomon here. When you play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. Cool. I mean, basically this is done to try and stop your opponent taking out any security cards for a turn. It's just buying you a turn, basically, buying you an attack, and that might be all you need. But conversely, as an inheritable skill, if you have a purple Digimon in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1. This is designed as a proper dual colour yellow and purple deck, and it is worth noting Angewomon can Digivolve from yellow or purple here, which is honestly pretty gosh darned cool. We then move on to Mastemon. This is one of your level 6s. This one you only get 2 copies of. Somewhat predictably, it's a super rare, it's a big level 6. Sorry, but I'm afraid you only get 2 copies. Here, you can DNA Digivolve from a yellow level 5 and a purple level 5 for 0 memory. What that means is you basically stack a yellow level 5 with all its sources on top of a purple level 5 with all of its sources. Yellow is on the top because it's on the left as we look at the card. And then you put Mastemon on top with all of those inheritable skills, and you good. When Digivolving, place a yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash on top of your security. Yeah, that basically is recovering. But if you DNA Digivolve, you can search your security for a level 5 or lower and play it. Now, admittedly, that does then lower your stack by 1, but you should have just increased it so it's, call it a draw. But you're playing a card for free. And obviously what you can do is find a yellow or purple Digimon level 5 or lower, put it on top of your security, and then immediately play it if you DNA Digivolved. This is very cool. Basically, it lets you play any card from your trash or from your security that's level 5 or lower. That's good. Okay, fine, it's only yellow or purple, but you really don't need a third colour, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes. And if anyone's wondering, hey, can this go and get loose, Mom? Yeah, it can. Got it. And then on all turns, when you play another Digimon using an effect, which would count with your Digivolution skill, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the played Digimon's level. Yep, this is pretty gosh darn good. Only 2 copies of, though, I'm sorry. We then have a playset of Ghostmon. While you have a yellow Digimon in play, this Digimon gains blocker. And you know what? Yeah, it's a level 3 blocker. Sure, it's only got 2,000 power, that's rubbish. But blockers are good. Blockers stop you losing the game a lot of the time. And this is a very cheap, efficient blocker. As long as you've got a yellow Digimon in play, and like I've said, the whole point of this deck is dual colour. We've then got only 2 copies of your Tsukaimon here. I'm afraid this is another one which comes through as a pair rather than a quartet, so you'll need a second copy of the deck to get that playset. Feel free to be upset. But when you play, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you add a card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits to your hand. This is going to help with your consistency, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a very good thing indeed. We get a full playset here of Witchmon, and that's the one, it's a security card. You can play it at the end of the battle without paying. And when you play, you return a purple level 5 or lower Digimon from your trash to your hand. So best case scenario here, this comes out as a security card and then immediately recovers a level 5 or lower purple Digimon. That is a good combination. And as well as a playset of Witchmon, we also get ourselves a playset here of Wizardmon. But it's a vanilla card. But it's a dual colour. It is a proper purple or yellow Digimon, and it can Digivolve from purple or yellow. It is a proper dual colour purple-yellow. It's not particularly cheap, it's not particularly powerful, it doesn't have any skills, but essentially here, it is a proper dual colour Digimon. If that's what you're after, great news. Mastemon here you get coming through as a 2 of when you play delete a level 3 Digimon. Yeah, we have a bunch of cards that let you play stuff like this for free. We've already seen Mastemon. It can be played for free, potentially, and it deletes one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. This, it's a common, and it doesn't seem amazing. I'm not entirely sure why this is one of the ones that comes through as a 2 of, but for some reason it is. Lady Devamon, however, we do get ourselves a full playset of. When you Digivolve, you may trash a card in your hand to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and add a yellow and purple Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel to your hand. You'll notice this is not the only skill of this we've seen in the starter decks. We've got some good consistency rolling here. But what's really good about this, on your turn, all of your yellow Digimon gain Retaliation. That is to say, if they're deleted in battle, they delete the Digimon they were battling. Giving all of your yellow Digimon Retaliation is a little bit nuts and a lot awesome. Now, your other level 6 here does come through as a playset. This is Junomon, which in itself has Retaliation, and when you Digivolve, you trash 3 cards on the top of your deck, and then return a Digimon from the trash to your hand. So, it's a bit awkward in terms of the trashing, but really here, it's more consistency, which this deck is going hard on. Worth noting that although it is a pure purple Digimon, can Digivolve from either purple or yellow. Moving over into the option cards, there is only one more card that we only get as a 2 of, and that is your Chaos Degradation. This is an 8 cost card. Place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top of their security, and then if you do, trash the top card of their security. So basically, it's removing any Digimon from the field in a roundabout way. As a security, you can place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of their security. And top or bottom is important, because you might want to put it at the top and trash it, or you might just want to put it at the bottom to get it out of the way. The thing is, as a security, you don't actually trash it, you just put an extra card of theirs in the security, which I think we can all agree could have some downsides. We then have a playset of Darkness Wave. That is a 1-cost option, lets you trash the top 3 cards of your deck, and then if you have a yellow Digimon in play, you put any yellow or purple Digimon from your trash to your hand. Not bad for one memory. And then we have a full playset of a reprint of Night Raid. And this is a reprint of Night Raid. It's the same one that we've seen before. It came around in BT2. It's just an alternate art version thereof. 2-cost card lets you play a purple level 3 Digimon from your trash without paying its memory. But play effects don't activate. That is rather important. So there we go. If you want a quick reminder of the cards that come through as 2-ofs, we've got Gatomon. Only 2 copies of that. We've got Mastemon, we've got Tsukaimon, Mastemon, and Chaos Degradation. Everything else is a playset, so they come through as 2-ofs. So what that really means is they are the ones that you need to buy 2 copies of the deck in order to get. Do you want to buy 2 copies of the deck? That's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just bringing you the news. So there we go. They're out in a month. We finally got full English scans, so I thought it was time to show them to you. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these. Tell me how excited you are. Tell me anything you want to tell me. Are you going to buy 1 copy? Are you going to buy 2? Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.